I'd sit this one out, Cap.
I don't see how I can.
These guys come from legend. They're basically gods.
There's only one God, ma'am. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
It can get very confusing nowadays if you're the kind of person that wishes to respect every god from the world of comic books.
What are you doing? We don't do that here.
Like, there's just too many of them out there now. Odin, Zeus, Thor, and even the bad ones like Hela and Ares. Luckily for Captain America, he believes in only one Lord and Savior, and he's pretty sure he doesn't have golden locks or a red cape. That statement was a great introduction for Steve Rogers to the folks who went directly for the Avengers without watching the first Captain America film. Yeah, that's a fair assumption if you look at the vast difference between the box office collections of both films. Anyway, Steve Rogers made a solid impression here. He was focused, fearless, and even managed to break up a fight between Iron Man and the God of freaking thunder.
Put that hammer down.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Cap really told Thor to put the hammer down while genuinely expecting him to listen. Luckily for him, Bro also managed to hold his own against a direct Mjolnir smash, so that gets him a ton of flex points.
Are we done here?
Grenade! Move, move, move! Get away! Get back!
I know that you gotta be strong to be able to fight on the battlefield, but pre-Super Soldier Steve Rogers is the best example of skinny dudes doing it right.
Nobody's got that flag in 17 years!
The flagpole solution he found was simply amazing and left all the other soldiers stunned. After all, none of them realized they had to use their brains more than their brawn here. And if that wasn't enough of a flex, Bro ended up using his own body as a shield against the dummy grenade, despite not knowing it was a test. It was a moment that kind of reminded me of Andrei Tarkovsky's Mirror, which had a similar moment, but I'd rather not get into those details because that would turn this into a philosophy class.
Can I ask you a question? Why me?
The serum amplifies everything that is inside, so good becomes great, bad becomes worse. This is why you were chosen.
What I will say is that Steve did more than enough here to prove he was worthy of the title Captain America, even if he didn't have the physical structure for it. Too bad he still had to rely on those super soldier muscles to get Peggy interested in his pecs.
Whatever happens tomorrow, you must promise me one thing, that you will stay who you are.
Not a perfect soldier, but a good man.
You guys aren't authorized to be in here.
Son, just don't.
The Avengers teaming up for the final battle against Loki was the first of many such epic scenes. But what really gets me is when that one dude tried to stop them from entering the jet. Like, bro, did you not see what these guys are capable of? What are you trying to do? Win Employee of the Year or something?
Can you fly one of those jets? I can.
Anyway, Steve Rogers put him in his place by letting him know exactly how young he is in front of a dude who's like 90 years old or something. Captain America may have simply said, son, just don't. But in other words, he went, son, I've been injected with super soldier serum. I was frozen for 70 years. World War II feels like it happened a few months ago. I wake up in a different timeline. I fought an ultra-powered maniac, and the brother of that ultra-powered maniac attacked me with an ultra-powered hammer that destroyed every tree in a 100-foot radius. I have a super ninja spy on my left and a super archer on my right, and I'm fully authorized to clobber anyone who could compromise this mission by Nick Fury himself. So, if I were you, I'd just get out of my way before this mighty shield authorizes someone else to take your annual check. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Avengers!
That's them.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
This has got to be one of the most hilarious flex scenes of the MCU. You've got Steve Rogers up against himself, and he's basically roasting everything that made him such a memorable character in the first place. From mocking the "I could do this all day" line,
Bucky is alive!
to even using Bucky the same way Superman used Martha was freaking dope to watch. And yes, the line on being America's ass was the nice little icing that we needed on the cake, pun very much intended.
That is America's ass.
I've always loved how much both the Steves contrast one another in this scene. Several movies ago, Steve was made fun of for saying
Language.
and here we are with him opening up with
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
The fact that Cap is annoyed by his own stubbornness and determination is pretty funny, which is why Bro had to use the cheat code to his own weakness to win. First with the Hail Hydra, and then with the Bucky is alive. I guess Captain America really has grown a lot since his earlier days, hasn't he? It feels good to play dirty, doesn't it?
I'm gonna have to call him direct.
That's okay. Trust me. Hail Hydra.
You need men in these buildings. There are people inside and they're gonna be running right into the line of fire.
Why the hell should I take orders from you? I need men in those buildings.
There are several reasons why Steve Rogers was chosen to become Captain America, and his strategic thinking happens to be one of them. Telling the cops what to do during the Battle of New York may have come naturally to Cap, but he may have forgotten that they only recognized him as some dude in a fancy costume. I wouldn't blame them for asking why they should take orders from Steve, but once he decided to show off his fighting skills against the Chitauri, it was a completely different ballgame. The way that sergeant immediately started relaying Cap's orders to his team, the entire cinema hall just ended up erupting in laughter.
Barton, I want you on that roof. Eyes on everything. Call out patterns and strays. Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash.
The best kind of flexes are the ones where you don't really need to speak a lot.
And Hulk. Smash.
And this sequence served as one of its finest examples. Even the way Steve stood tall in front of that explosion was pretty badass. He must have had the cops' admiration right from that moment onwards.
You won't be alone.
Oh my God.
This guy's still alive.
It's me. It's Steve. Steve, come on. What happened to you? I joined the army.
The last time Bucky saw Steve before vanishing, he was still a little sick, so you can't exactly fault him for being so surprised when he realized how much his buddy had grown in his absence. This isn't some 3-month body transformation challenge either. Captain America is a completely different person compared to Steve Rogers in terms of physicality.
I thought you were dead. I thought you were smaller.
However, what strikes me the most out of everything is when Steve replies by saying he joined the army. Of course, this isn't some kind of life-changing line, but it does highlight once again how much of a difference the super soldier serum has made to Steve's life. It's also nice to see the man has a sense of humor even in the middle of such a crucial rescue operation. Plus, you could say that he's been a true American in the sense that he's promoting his national army to all the people watching the movie. Now, that's the kind of fourth wall break even Deadpool wouldn't have thought of.
Read about what you did.
Really, it's not a big deal.
Tell that to their wives. The women of America, they owe you their thanks.
You know, the last time I was in Germany and saw a man standing above everybody else, we ended up disagreeing.
Captain America taking on Loki may not be a fair fight, but the way he presented himself in this scene is most definitely a flex.
Look to your elder, people. Let him be an example.
The fact that he appears right when Loki tells the others to look at their elder as an example wasn't just about perfect timing, but also about literary application. Steve Rogers is the oldest human here, so technically, Loki's line automatically applies to him, and what does he do? He saves a life, which is as good of an example as anyone can set. That followed up by the whole hinting at disagreeing with Hitler part was simply flawless. It's stuff like this that makes us appreciate the golden era MCU even more, because the writing was actually good.
Man out of time. I'm not the one who's out of time.
What's also funny in this scene is Iron Man's entry when he comes to save Captain America. He's playing music which neither Steve nor Loki would recognize because Cap wasn't from that era. And the God of Mischief isn't even from this world.
Kneel.
Not today.
Mr. Stark. Captain. Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight? So we get to go home? Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die. Every time.
Yes, now we're slowly getting into all the physical boost Steve got after he became Captain America. Now, putting him up against Tony Stark without his iron suit is pretty much of a no contest, but to see him ripping apart that small chunk of wood was freaking brutal. That one shot inspired tons of men and did something completely different to a whole lot of women, if you know what I mean.
Seems like you walked away all right.
Is that a problem?
I don't trust a guy without a dark side. Call me old-fashioned.
Well, let's just say you haven't seen it yet.
It's not just about his super soldier strength either. He presents his perspective of war to Tony and is rightly concerned about the fact that innocent lives are lost the moment anyone tries to win a war. Bro's been part of that life for way too long, and he knows exactly how it can affect those who take part in it. Sadly, the conversation has to be cut short because Hawkeye wanted his tractor to get fixed by a genius, billionaire playboy philanthropist. Sheesh, talk about being entitled.
Don't take from my pile. So stand. Out with the platinum bag.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romanov?
You can't save them all. You'll never. Never what? You didn't finish!
It doesn't matter if the recipient is a human being or an AI robot vowing to destroy the rest of humanity. Sass is sass. This is why Captain America's fanciest retort to Ultron will remain a peak moment for him. It happens in the middle of the highly chaotic Sokovia battle when Cap's fighting off one of several Ultron bots. Since he has the whole hive mind thing going on, Ultron is pretty much conversing with all his opponents at the same time.
You know what's in that cradle? The power to make real change. And that terrifies you.
I wouldn't call it a comfort. Stop!
But Steve Rogers had a statement for him that would definitely ticked him the wrong way. I mean, it's rude enough to interrupt someone in the middle of their grand speech, but then to mock them for not being able to finish while they're falling off a floating country is a whole other level of violation. Not that Steve Rogers would care about something like that, especially if the victim in question is a murderous Terminator with ChatGPT on steroids. See, this is why everyone keeps warning us against AI, but we never listen, do we?
Ultron thinks we're monsters, that we're what's wrong with the world. This isn't just about beating him. It's about whether he's right.
Flexing doesn't just mean being able to gain the upper hand on someone else. It also means showcasing an unbreakable spirit despite the odds being placed astronomically against your favor. Captain America found himself in that very situation when he faced off against Thanos and his entire army of Chitauri monsters. I mean, just think about it. The army not only includes the normal fighters, but also Thanos' Black Order, freaking Leviathans, and the Mad Titan himself, who literally just dominated Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor with both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. Yes, he was weirdly overpowered for this film as compared to his Infinity War counterpart, but that's not what we're talking about here. There's no way a human with maybe double the strength of a powerlifter was going to last more than a few seconds against such an army. But did that make Steve want to back down? No. He picked up his broken shield and got ready to lay his life down as long as it meant he could keep fighting for the world. This is the ultimate flexing of courage, and there's no villain in the whole universe who would be able to match that kind of energy.
All right, we have a plan. 6 stones, 3 teams, 1 shot. This is the fight of our lives, and we're gonna win. Whatever it takes.
You got hard, kid. Where you from?
Queens?
Brooklyn.
I really wish Captain America got to spend more time with Spider-Man because I feel both of them would have gotten along with each other really well. After all, they're pretty much like neighbors, as Cap pointed out to Spidey towards the end of their battle. Before the whole Queens and Brooklyn chat though, we got to witness a rather surprising humbling of the web-slinger at the hands of America's ass. Now, I'll have to admit that this is Spider-Man's first proper battle, so it's only natural for him not to be able to beat someone as experienced as Captain America.
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
Look, kid, there's a lot going on here that you don't understand.
Stark said you'd say that. Wow.
He's grown much stronger since that time, but even so, Steve manages to teach Peter Parker a lesson by beating him with enough time to make his escape.
Stark tell you anything else?
That you're wrong, you think you're right, that makes you dangerous.
Guess he had a point.
Bro did all of this while being polite enough to answer all of Spidey's questions. Now that's what I call a gentleman.
Help! Somebody help!
Hey, Queens. Heads up.
Don't say it! Don't you say it!
Left.
Come on!
It's kind of funny how a character like Sam Wilson was so casually introduced to the MCU, and yet he's the new Captain America. Now, I ain't got nothing against the Falcon, but Steve Rogers is the one true Cap for me, and that's because of everything he's done as a superhero. You've already seen 11 other flexes before this one, so there's enough evidence already, but the whole on your left gag he kept doing with Sam was peak flexing.
Need a medic?
I need a new set of lungs. Dude, you just ran like 13 miles in 30 minutes.
Guess I got a late start.
Steve knows he's a super soldier with boosted stats, meaning no normal human will ever be able to compete against him, but he still decided to make Sam feel like such a sore loser, that too, at something like running rounds. You can see the annoyance on Falcon's face as he begs Steve not to say the same thing again, and I felt kind of bad for him too. Well, at least he gets to enjoy living in the shadows of his predecessor now, right? Damn, I just realized that didn't sound like a compliment at all, did it?
All right, Sam. Duty calls. Thanks for the run, if that's what you want to call running.
Oh, that's how it is?
Oh, that's how it is.
Okay.
What made you so special?
Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
The Red Skull was a pretty terrifying villain, mostly due to his character design and the fact that he's played by Agent Smith himself, Hugo Weaving. However, the one man who wasn't too disturbed by the villain was none other than Mr. Steve Rogers, who not only fought him without hesitation, but also landed a couple of sassy lines while being kept as his hostage. The part when Red Skull asks Captain America what's so special about him, he simply replies with nothing and further states that he's just a kid from Brooklyn.
I can do this all day.
What he's trying to say here is anyone can be special as long as they have the heart to fight for what they believe in. That's exactly why a skinny boy from Brooklyn has gone on to become one of the MCU's most important legacy characters. Chris Evans really was in his bag while playing this role, wasn't he?
You're gonna need a rain check on that dance.
A week next Saturday at the Stork Club.
You've been asleep, Cap, for almost 70 years. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I had a date.
Now, this is a flex that would put even Arnold Schwarzenegger to shame. First of all, Cap holding off an entire helicopter with nothing more than his own brute strength, and most importantly, he got to the chopper. This is probably the best example we'll ever get to see when it comes to Steve's super soldier strength, and the Russo brothers made sure to hype up this moment as much as they could. You can see his massive biceps the entire time. Like, he literally switches his arm position just to make sure all of us non-gym bros at home feel even more self-conscious. Heck, even Bucky's left speechless after witnessing what Cap's capable of. See, this is the kind of power that you'd expect from a national symbol, kind of like how My Hero Academia presents All Might. The point that I'm trying to make here is that I know a lot of people call him a glorified bodybuilder, but Captain America is a lot more than that.
Finish it. Gives them with you to the end of the line.
If you stop and listen carefully, you'll be able to hear the sound of my heart breaking. Yeah, that's how much this scene affected me. I mean, it's the only time you'll see Captain America willingly stepping down from a fight. His support for Bucky is the kind of stuff that even radical patriots wouldn't be able to offer, and it was such a touching moment when he told the Winter Soldier that he's going to be with him right till the end of the line.
I'm not gonna fight you. You're my friend.
It shows that Steve will always stick to his word, no matter how tough the circumstances may get. However, I do have to add that the moment Bro got time travel, he went back to be with Peggy and left Bucky with Sam. I guess deep down in his heart, he was always a man of culture.
Don't do anything stupid until I get back.
How can I? I'm taking all the stupid with you.
Don't do anything stupid till I get back.
How can I? You're taking all this stupid with you. Gonna miss you, buddy.
It's gonna be okay, Buck.
You do anything fun Saturday night?
Well, all the guys from my barbershop quartet are dead, so no, not really.
It's top 10 time, and we're beginning with some Riz, or rather the inability to utilize said Riz.
You know, if you ask Kristen out from Statistics, she'd probably say yes.
That's why I don't ask.
You're shy or too scared?
Too busy.
Black Widow tries to help Cap get some action while also asking about his hobbies, but the man's too busy being a giga-chad, so he decides to joke about his dead friends and hectic schedule. Man, imagine looking like that but not being able to capitalize just because you gotta save the world. Don't you just hate it when that happens? The cherry on top was when Steve just dived down the plane with the other dude asking if he even had a parachute on.
Is he wearing a parachute?
No. No, he wasn't.
This is the kind of aura you need in a grade A superhero.
Who do you want me to be?
How about a friend?
Well, there's a chance you might be in the wrong business, Rogers.
Stay down. Final warning.
I could do this all day.
One of Steve's most popular quotes is, "I can do this all day." He's actually said this many times before, right from when he was a skinny stick to being confronted by the Red Skull, or even the previous entry where he fights himself.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
However, the one where he's up against Iron Man is probably the highlight because he was pretty badly battered by Tony at this point, and he still managed to get back up for another smacking. To be honest, if Bucky hadn't intervened, I'm not too sure he would have been able to do this for even another minute. But hey, that's what plot armor's for, isn't it? Plus, it made him look super cool as well.
So no matter what, I promise you, if you need us, if you need me, I'll be there.
Is this little display meant to insinuate that you can throw me off the roof? Because it's really not your style, Rogers.
You're right. It's not. It's hers.
Jasper really should have thought for a second before trying to act all high and mighty in front of Captain America as well as Black Widow. He should have known that even if Steve Rogers didn't kick him off that building, Natasha Romanoff most definitely would have. Cap shows us exactly why he's such a chivalrous person, as he tells Jasper it's not up to him to do such a thing, but rather Natasha's.
Oh, wait, what about that girl from accounting? Laura?
Lillian. Lip piercing, right?
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that.
Which makes the actual kick all the more impactful. Also, there's no way a guy ain't gonna be nice to Scarlett Johansson. Man, it really must have been ironic for a guy named Sitwell to be thrown from such a height.
Kiss me.
What?
Public displays of affection make people very uncomfortable.
Yes, they do.
You still uncomfortable?
It's not exactly the word I would use.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
I know guys with none of that worth 10 of you.
Look, there's no way anyone can counter the epic genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist line from the one and only Tony Stark.
Why shouldn't the guy let off a little steam?
You know damn well why. Back off.
As a matter of fact, the only reason Steven's response to him is at number 7 is because he's responding to such a legendary line.
The only thing you really fight for is yourself. You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play. To lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
The whole, "I know guys with none of that worth 10 of you" may sound fine to some holier-than-thou preacher, but I'll still give Captain America props for being able to come up with an instant response.
You're not going alone.
You gonna stop me?
Put on the suit, let's find out. I'm not afraid to hit an old man. Put on the suit.
The part where he mocks Iron Man for not being the kind of person to make the sacrifice play was definitely more of a flex, but that also kind of gets nullified thanks to the grand finale of the movie, doesn't it? Anyway, it's the effort that counts, right?
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Big man. What? Big man. The price of freedom is high. It always has been. And it's a price I'm willing to pay. And if I'm the only one, then so be it. But I'm willing to bet I'm not.
Never be afraid to make the necessary sacrifices for the sake of freedom.
Excuses.
That's Captain America's philosophy, and after this speech, I'm sure a lot of other men would have also adapted. The whole Hydra angle was pushed perfectly in The Winter Soldier, and the statement Steve makes here is actually presented perfectly when he stands up to Thanos and his army in the earlier entry.
Did you write that down first? Or was it off the top of your head?
It's the crux of his belief system, and he never fails to hold that standard, even in the most difficult times. It's exactly why this isn't just a flex on Hydra, but rather on everyone trying to fight for their side to win.
You gonna wear that?
No. If you're gonna fight a war, you gotta wear a uniform.
Oh, man. I am so fired.
Avengers!
Assemble.
This was the moment that came full circle in the MCU, and it's only fitting that it was kickstarted by its first Avenger, Captain America.
I knew it.
Bro's been working since World War II, so he definitely deserved to take the lead here, and oh boy, it sure was an epic war cry.
On your left.
Seeing all our favourite characters coming together and then being led by Steve Rogers gave everyone goosebumps and definitely kept us pumped right till the end of the battle. Even the way he says the word assemble was top class stuff. Yeah, there was no way this wouldn't come anywhere below my top 5.
You know, I keep telling everybody they should move on and grow. Some do. But not us.
Imagine having so much aura that your mere appearance is enough to spook the living daylights out of Proxima Midnight. This is a member of the Black Order, for crying out loud. Captain America coming out of the shadows like that totally gave Batman vibes, so you know it's a classic scene right there.
Get you on the jet.
The fact that Robert Pattinson and his eyeliner were so obsessed with the shadows in 2022 only further establishes this scene as a similar vibe to The Dark Knight. It also helps that he and his team were able to take care of the threat against Wanda and Vision, otherwise they would never have gotten their sitcoms on Disney+.
How are you guys planning on beating that?
Together.
We'll lose.
And we'll do that together too. Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Never has an elevator ever felt as important as it did here. This sequence has been immortalized in meme culture.
Run.
That's not to say that it should be taken as a joke. The battle between Cap and all those Hydra agents was definitely a treat to the eyes, especially with the confidence he portrayed right before laying into them. Asking people to step out for their own safety, even though you're the one who's actually outnumbered, is definitely S-tier savagery, and Steve actually follows through with his actions as well. Yeah, it's stuff like this that makes everyone want to respect him, even though he's no Hulk or Iron Man.
Whoa, big guy. I just want you to know, Cap. It's personal!
It kind of feels personal.
I know I make fun of those holier-than-thou folks, but in this case, Steve Rogers actually is worthier than all of us. Bro already gave us a hint in Age of Ultron when he had Thor sweating during the little game they were playing with his hammer.
Come on, Cap.
Nothing.
But it wasn't until Endgame when we finally got to see him lift Mjolnir and then proceed to beat the living daylights out of Thanos. It was total fan service, and I'm here for it because the crowds went absolutely bonkers during this sequence. He didn't need to say anything here either. All he had to do was attack, and attack he did.
No, give me that. You have the little one.
All's forgiven? I'm not looking for forgiveness. And I'm way past asking permission. Earth just lost her best defender. So we're here to fight. And if you want to stand in our way, we'll fight you too.
I just spoke about Captain America being worthy, so if he's rebelling against the government, I wonder what that means from a political standpoint.
You got some nerve. I'll give you that.
You could use some of that right now.
I'd rather not get into such messy details right now, but I will say that Steve's savage response to Ross was epic AF. Bro was done with forgiveness and permission because Earth needed action, not some stupid signatures. The look on his face said it all, didn't it? Cap wasn't going to waste precious time with bureaucratic formalities, and even Rhodes sided with him.
You guys really look like crap. Must have been a rough couple of years.
Yeah, well, the hotels weren't exactly 5-star.
Which gave a lot more context than any other kind of exposition would have done. This is exactly why he's supposed to be the symbol of freedom for America, and it's also why he claims the top spot on today's list.
Eyes up. Stay sharp.
Like this all day.
Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to the TV Region, and here's another video I know you're going to enjoy.